Hey guys, Samurai Sabers for some gameplay on Star Wars Battlefront 2. Thank you for joining me if you're watching this in the future, and thank you for hopefully maybe even some viewers coming up. On the previous stream I had some requests to do heroes versus villains, or heroes and villains, but we're going to do some heroes and villains. All right, let's get into this. We're going to jump right into it. Now, for those of you just watching this video for the first time, again, let me remind you that I have a new account, so I pretty much lost everything. So I'm starting over from the very beginning. All right. Heroes versus villains. Now, again, I haven't played this game. I just streamed a couple gameplays on Assault, but I haven't. Again, other than before that, I haven't played this in like 4 months. So we're gonna go ahead and do some heroes versus villains. Hey, I got Ray. Yeah, I had all of her outfits and everything. We need one more player. Of course, it doesn't help that this is like 4 in the morning my time, so finding players that are still playing heroes versus villains. Alright, here we go. Oh no. Alright, come on, people. Let's get this going. Here we go. Oh yeah. I forgot young Solo. What's up with Yoda? Yeah. These graphics are so cool.
It's up to the heroes of the galaxy to defend the light against the villains of the dark side. Let the show begin.
And I'm down. See, I'm not very good.
Target recognized.
Hard way it is. 2 more of you? What were the odds?
Oh, come on. Get away from there. Yeah, Boba. Like you'd defeat a real Jedi.
Identifying target.
You can't even defeat Han Solo.
Sharp. Go back to your homeworld. Come out! You don't want to fight us.
I don't want to fight us.
Ben is out of commission.
That was amazing! Risk it. Don't you dare.
Target spotted.
You don't frighten me.
Dang it, I gotta get out of here. Oh, man. Oh, man. I probably could do better with Ray. I'm not good with Ray. Well, I'm not good at all, but still.
I can't pity you.
There. Try to mess him up with the mind trick there.
Somewhere close.
Target recognized.
Come on, here we go. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. I tried to do the mind trick here. Hermit's back. Custom's back. Hey guys, welcome back. Girl who left the crew, that's right. Okay. I gotta go. If you stream, turn on notifications so I can make sure. I appreciate that. You have a good night, Kermit. It was good talking with you.
I've seen something you do.
This point
I try to use that mind trick, you know what I mean? What up, Custom? See you? I see you in there. I'm glad to see you back.
Identifying target.
What do you think about the sequel trilogy so far? Man, that's a loaded question. God, that's a loaded question.
We'll abandon the
All
fight
right,
at once.
all right. I'm gonna say this. I will say, I'm fine with it. Okay, I'm fine with everything. I am. I honestly can say I'm fine with it because I honestly believe you have to watch The Last Jedi. There's a lot of in-depth stuff, and it requires some in-depth thinking. I think the original Star Wars movies, you didn't have to. It was very just sort of that 12-year-old. George Lucas made it for that 12-year-old.
Here they come.
So you didn't have to. You didn't have to think. It was just a good old-fashioned adventure. But of course, Star Wars became more complicated over the years because everything evolves, and they wanted to flesh everything out more. I don't have a lot of bad things to say. I think when you look at Return of the Jedi, a lot of people were upset about the Ewoks. People were upset about Jar Jar. I mean, I think people always find things. It became more expanded. Yeah, I can see that too.
Not going yet.
Oh, I got waxed right there. Oh, I didn't want to change characters, I guess.
Target located.
I think there was definitely some things I liked. And it was one of those, in all honesty, I had to go back and sort of say, you know what? I had to like watch it a few times. I had to watch it a few times. And when I went back, I think I liked it more.
How many years do you spend?
Master Yoda has fallen.
Bad idea.
This is
Target
So,
recognized.
okay, we'll start at The Force Awakens. Okay, I did watch The Last Jedi second time, and it just got me thinking about Rey, Kylo, and the Jedi of the Dark. Okay, so are you about to unlock? Are you about to unlock or unleash an epic Jedi theory here? What? I'll say my theory here in a second. You tell me what you're thinking.
Skywalker got too cocky.
Defeat, of course. I'm going to give you some time because I think you're probably typing something out. I do think Rey and Kylo are the reincarnate of the son and sister of Mortis, and the Mosaic art is the Will's daughter, son and daughter. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying, and God, who knows? I will say, I think for me, what I want to comment on is, I think since we all have these little theories and things that we'd like to throw out there, I would like to throw out about the Knights of Kylo Ren. One of my running theories, and I haven't really made a video. I don't do a lot of, like Star Wars Explained and some of those channels. I really like watching. Hello Greedo, just throw name drops out there. I don't do a lot of theory videos, but I'll throw it out here. I personally would like to see where when the Jedi Temple burned down, or when Kylo Ren basically attacked the temple and everything, and Luke says that a handful of students left with Kylo and the rest were slaughtered. But I wonder, does Luke really know that, or was he just assuming that? Because I think what would be cool is, what if the Knights for Kylo Ren were not those students? What if the Knights for Kylo Ren were like Snoke's handpicked people, that he handpicked some people, and of course Kylo Ren was the one he expected to be as the leader. And what if the handful of students that survived were in hiding, and when Luke sacrificed himself to become, spoiler alert, but when Luke sacrificed himself to become the spark of everything, well, how cool would it be for them to show up and to be not really being trained by Rey, but like together with them and the journals, they're all working together to figure out this new Jedi Order. And of course the climax finishes with Rey and those students versus Kylo and the Knights of Ren. That would be pretty cool, I think. That's just something I'm throwing out there. as I'm like trying to play this game and think about my theory at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it could be a possibility. I just was thinking one day, I was like, how does Luke really know that? I mean, that was kind of my thought, was like, how does he really know? Because in all truthfulness, I mean, Luke was distraught. His temple had he was a wreck. So obviously, he can't really use the Force to pinpoint all this. He can't use the Force to sit there and think to himself, hey, you know, all my students, and they're all gone, and oh, we just killed each other. Like I said, I'm trying to think and play at the same time. But yeah, I mean, think about, like, he was distraught. You know, the temple, he just had all of his students slaughtered, or some of them. He probably saw some of their bodies, whatever, and that's how he knew those, obviously. But, you know, it's not like he's going to sit down and meditate and use the Force to think about what happened. And the only other way he would know, maybe, I would think, is if possibly there was some security video, kind of like there was in Coruscant, maybe. I mean, that's the only thing I could possibly think. But other than that, I'm just wondering if he assumed that. You know, it wouldn't be the first time Luke kind of assumed things. Assume you should not. Speaking of which, let's just go in here and swing. Depends on what artifact he took from Palpatine, from Palpatine's hideout. Now what are you talking about? Are you talking about, now you're not talking about the whole compass thing from There we go. Not just the compass, but where to get the books. Oh, well, you know, I do believe, you know, if you, and you know, I'm sure you played the, I was just trying to attack the Emperor. But I'm sure you played the campaign, right? With the Iden Versio, the whole thing. Clearly, what they made canon was that Luke and R2 was off, you know, he was off researching stuff. And I don't claim to know, like, I'm not like an expert on the expanded universe, because I haven't been following all of the comics and books and all that. But my point is even just what they've told us, what Disney's told us so far, canon-wise, and they're saying, hey, you know, Luke and R2 is off tracking down artifacts, and so obviously he went on a journey. He went on a journey to go and discover the Jedi Pass and just all those things. So where he got the books, the wills and all that, they were housed in the temple. He said that tree was there for like 1,000 years just to hold those books, really. So again, once he discovered about Octu, you know, he went there and found the books and those type of things. Oh, good shot. He got me. So who knows what all he really discovered? I think it would be interesting for Rey to go back, possibly before. I mean, Kylo knows about the island now. You know, in the end of the last, they discovered the truth about the island. Right at the end, Snoke and Kylo. So clearly, he may try to go there, but it would be cool if maybe she went there first. It'd be cool if maybe he went there or she went there first, and sort of cleared out Luke's place, and maybe he had some additional artifacts from other places that would be pretty cool. So kind of going on what you were talking about depends on what artifact he took from Palpatine. He probably found multiple things. And it'd be cool if he had some holocrons or something. Maybe that's how we get to see they do some footage.
Emperor Palpatine has been defeated. Identifying target.
Yeah, come on. Oh. Hey, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Get Yoda. Get this little punk. I'm gonna choke Yoda. Yeah. It reminds me from scene when Anakin was in the middle holding down son and daughter.
A serious setback for the First Order.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Target detected.
So, alright, I will throw a question out there. The question is, what is your favorite, let's just look at the new movies, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Out of the new characters, do you have a favorite character?
Target recognized.
Hey, we won one. Last one was defeat. I won one this time. All right, don't hold back. Come on, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite character? New character. New generation. I will go ahead and leap out there and say, I'm not sure yet. No, I will say I like Rey. I do. I think, but there's a part of me that gravitates to Poe. I think Poe's becoming a really cool character. I actually like the new characters. I like Finn, I like Poe, I like Rey, and Kylo. I think what's really cool, a lot of people kind of blew him off in the beginning, like, oh, he's just this whiny kid, but you know what? That's what they that's what they did. They made the first one. They wanted you to experience him in that sort of teen angst type of character, sort of that fanboy. You know, I like what they're doing with this character, and then you see him sort of taking that step into manhood in The Last Jedi, and he did really cool by actually killing Snoke. You know, that's something that you don't normally see that journey where the bad guy, normally you always see the redemption, you know. So was Anakin and Luke. Oh yeah. I mean, Anakin and Luke, you know, I like a lot of their characters. I guess I'm a big fan of a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. I really am. I actually like the prequels for the most part. I mean, yes, you know, I think you could go through almost each one of the movies and find some like cheesy stuff or just some odd things. But all in all, I mean, it's just the characters and the universe and the thought of things.
Its deadliest villains, all competing in an epic battle for the ages.
And I'm going to rush in like an idiot and be the first one to die.
There they are! See? The dark side doesn't rule you.
He throws me. Yep. Told you. Star Wars has always been cheesy, but enjoyable to watch. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. And Star Wars holds a special place for me in my heart because it just was something that affected me.
Won't go any farther.
It was from my childhood, you know. It was from my childhood, and in a time when, at that time, I didn't really have a father figure in my life much. It was a way for me to play with my action figures and have stories and adventures. It was just different.
Over, Kylo. Couldn't dog his way out of that one.
The Force is strong. You have lost.
Target identified.
I think we all know how to strike
I just blew them back. I got a little deep there. I realized I got a little deep. I was talking about my childhood there, but no, it was just a chance for me to play with my action figures and create these cool stories. I mean, I used to set these bases, and like a lot of times the good guys and the bad guys, like character-wise, would all be in the same base. But like they would have these, it was almost like a TV show, you know. Like when I would play, that would be like the episode, and they would always have this, like there'd be an enemy to fight, like face a common enemy, or they'd get in a situation, and
I'm ready for you.
oh man, you froze me. Alright, come on, man. I thought I was doing good on that. And I purposely, like, I didn't watch like a lot of the believe it or not, I didn't get into a lot of the expanded universe. I'd have friends that would tell me, they'd be like, oh, did you know that they had a child and they had children, or so-and-so died, you know, Chewbacca and this and that, and like, oh, that's cool. Vader is very OP, yeah.
Enough! No time for backup. Let's move!
I'm surprised at how Kylo Ren has been. Kylo Ren's been pretty good in this game. It seemed like he wasn't as good. I know that I heard they buffed him on one of the updates. Does anybody play on mobile Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Now the one expanded worse. I never would be the Force Unleashed. Yeah, I mean with the Vader Apprentice thing, I think the game was alright. It was pretty cool when it came out. But I think to me, it's just more of like more of a fiction type thing. Oh man, I thought I had a good shot at. You don't play mobile games? The Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you can play it on BlueStacks. If you have a laptop or PC or whatever, you can get BlueStacks and you can play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and that's really fun. I like it. I've been playing that for a few years, and I play up toward the top.
Defy me?
Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. I suck. I just charge in. I just charge in and swing. Throw a power in every once in a while.
You chose the wrong side.
I think we should slip right by.
Oh, come here, Kylo.
Steel answer.
Guys like running in. Oh. Really? He's just running and doing that. Try Leia. Alright. And the next time I die, I'll switch over.
All part of the plan.
Target identified.
Yeah, I'll probably die right here.
Got him on the run.
Target detected.
Oh man.
We should go this way.
Sorry about that. I'll pick Leia on the next one. I just happened to miss the X button for some reason. Kylo
Don't
needs
pull
to
that
get.
trigger.
Yeah. Oh no! Come on. See, I finally had a chance where I could actually beat somebody, and I just got taken down. All right.
Target located.
Man, I hope this works.
Your technology will fail. Did your best. No.
Oh, we both went down. We both just fell down that hole. It's funny because I try to push him. There we go. Now, when it comes to I'm not the greatest with shooting characters on Heroes vs. Jedi. I'm just gonna warn you. Just letting you know. I'm trying Leia. Like, I know Leia was pretty. Oh wow, that was good. Nice. All right. Yeah, it was a good suggestion. Yeah, I was like, hey, pick Leia. And then I finally get to pick her, and then I get the final kill. That was pretty cool. That worked out. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Well, we're probably going to wrap things up here. It's definitely been fun, and I would love to see you. Hopefully, I'll see you. I'll see you on the next videos for sure. Did you kill Vader? I don't know if I ever got a chance to. I think a few times I had him close, and I thought maybe, but I don't know. I got a bunch of crates I got to open up, and I got to try to maybe buy me some cars and start leveling up my people. So, but I'll try not to do much in between, and I'll try to save some of these streams for when you guys can show up and kind of see my progress of rebuilding my character. So that's about the only thing I could say is that I'm rebuilding because I don't have all my stuff anymore. But it's kind of fun in a way to like when you start over. But it's again, if you've ever started over, if you ever played any of those games like Skyrim or something, one of those games where you've just built all your stuff, you're like level 85, level 100, whatever. You've maxed out your stuff, and then you start all over. It's like it can be fun, but then all of a sudden you quickly start missing certain things. So, but yeah, Skyrim's great. I have like 4 or 5 different characters that I load up every once in a while. Like I'll still turn on my PS3 and I don't have the PS4 version or something. But I'd love to do the VR version. I've got VR, and speaking of VR, if you guys haven't played the VR from the Battlefront 1, the VR mission, the free one that they came out with, oh, you're missing out. If you don't have VR, you've got to get VR, because playing that X-Wing mission in VR is amazing. It's like worth it. It's complete fanboy to sit in the cockpit of an X-Wing and to lock your S-foils in attack position, to flip the switches, to turn on your targeting computer, to do all those things in VR. It's completely amazing, and oh my god, I'm telling you guys, you got to do that. Let's see here. Have you heard about Elder Scrolls 6? I have heard about it. I'm interested to see how it's going to play out. A lot of these games, the way they're starting to integrate online stuff and story modes and things like that, like the new Fallouts, it's going to be interesting. So, but in any case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here and wrap everything up. Hopefully, I will see you all soon in the next one. So stay tuned. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. We'll see you in the next video, because I believe in you.